Hola, hola, hola. Vamos a variar. Como bien. Voy a probar este jueguito hoy. Que eso es tipo Paper Please, pero estás en un castillo medieval de fantasía. No está muy alto el volumen, eso sí.
And so it came to pass that the day was to be saved by the most unlikeliest of heroes, a small child unwillingly thrust into the workforce. One disaster after another had been diverted due to her diligent and cunning decision-making. With the kingdom on the verge of knowing everlasting peace and prosperity, our hero could finally rest their weary head, but only after one more critical decision was to be made. A decision of great weight, a decision of immense importance, a decision that could possibly kill hundreds, even thousands of people. Oh my God, you've made the wrong choice. You didn't think things through. You've doomed us all. Everything's on fire now. We're all covered in fire. How could you have done this to us?
¿Has tenido una pesadilla? ¿Fue su primerito día de trabajo?
Lil!
¿Tengo que dar clic? Creo que sí.
What? Oh, Dad, I must have been having a nightmare.
It's over now, sweetie. But since you're awake, I think it's time you and I had the talk.
Out of one nightmare and into another.
Sweetie, there comes a time in every young person's life
What, Dad? You don't have to...
when they have to work their dad's shift at the guard shed while he places a bet on the goblin ball match down at the pub.
Aw, Dad, do I have to? Today was the day I was going to start off on a grand adventure with my friends. I want to sail the open sea. I want to fight ogres. I want to throw rocks at things.
You
con el
think I
espacio va
didn't
igual
want to
también.
throw rocks at things when I was your age? But I had a duty. I had a responsibility. I had to work at the guard shed while my dad placed a bet at the goblin ball match down at the pub.
Did he ever win anything?
Do you think we'd be stuck here if he did?
But I'm 12. Won't we get in trouble?
Not if we don't get caught. Come on. I'll show
Claro.
you how to handle anything that comes up.
Vaya, vaya, vaya. Rotación de menores.
Okie dokie. Ready for me to very quickly show you how everything works?
Sí que había demo de esto. Bueno, y salió hace ya
Everyone
un tiempo,
loves a tutorial.
probablemente.
No time for a full rundown, so I'll sum it up like this. The key thing to remember when being a castle guardsman is...
Dad, someone's coming. What do we do?
Okay. Guess the best way to learn is by doing. Let's just hope there's someone completely...
Creo que estaba aquí arriba. Ah, claro. Espérate.
Ah! Good morning, Mrs. Abernathy.
Sí mismo.
How's your day?
Está aquí arriba. Creo que son las personas que vienen el día de hoy. Anda, hay una cámara aquí.
Plain and boring, as always.
Bingo. Would you mind if Lil looks after you?
Oh, not at all. It's always a pleasure to see your daughter, Shamish.
It's Hamish.
What is?
Never mind. Now, Lil, when a visitor approaches the guard shed, they'll generally start by stating their business.
I'd like to state my business. I bring a basket of baked goods to my son and his family once a week. Oh, would you like one?
Claro. Inventario. Ah, vale.
After they state their business, it's pretty much your call what to do. You can select them and interrogate them. There's tools, the phone there on the wall. You only get 3 action points. You get it, right?
3 acciones por persona. Vale,
Not really.
estos deben ser las
What do
acciones.
we need tools for?
You can pick one and it does something. Come on, Lil. I've really got to...
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm inconveniencing you?
Oh, no, not at all, dear.
But the princess is whirligigging the ceremonial first slingshot.
She is? Sweet jumping jitters, we gotta get to that game. Let's wrap this up, dear. Seamus?
The name is Hamish.
No, it's Mrs. Abernathy.
Bien. Selecciona cualquier elemento resaltado para saber más sobre él. Ah,
Feeling stuck? This phone is for calling the royal advisors and asking for their help. But all they'll really give you is their opinion.
vale, solo dan la opinión. O sea, no tiene
You
por
can
qué
get
ser
a hold
verdad.
of Lieutenant Stryker, captain of the guards, and technically our boss.
Vale. Uy.
Hello, who's there?
Or First Councilwoman Ash, the head bureaucrat of the Sprawl, with a real mind for politics.
Vale.
This is Councilwoman Ash. Hello? Hello? Is somebody there?
And finally, the royal jester Malcolm, chaos personified in human form.
Bien, sobre todo, o sea, para chismes, como que va mejor,
Hello, you've
¿no?
reached Malcolm. Please leave a message after the goose honk. Hey, where'd the goose go? Well, chase after it, for goodness sake.
Each call costs an action point.
Vale.
You use the Wicked 3000 to make the big decision to let someone in, or send them packing. Choosing this will end the tutorial. Can we finally get out of here?
No.
Didn't we cover this? That's your inventory bag where you keep the things people give you, or that you confiscate from them. In other words,
Vale.
looking in your bag for something to use doesn't cost you an action point.
Joder, ¿en serio?
Our tools. If you want to use a tool, you have to make sure it has a crystal to charge it. Here, I'll show you. I'll add today's crystals to the tools that don't have any. That way I have a well-rounded arsenal.
Vale.
Why do the other tools already have crystals in them?
I carried them over from previous days. Any other questions?
Ah, vale.
Why does a bullwhip need to be powered by crystals?
No more questions.
Hey. Travel gender. Entiendo. Gracias por el follow. Y un chino.
You can use this decoder ring to decode things. Not exactly sure how it works. The instructions were written in some kind of code.
Vale.
It's a metal detector. You figure it out. Truth spray. You spray it, and they tell the truth. On it.
Vale.
This X-ray scanner can see through most types of clothing, flesh, and bone. It uses low-grade radiation. Do not use on trolls. No humming.
Pero, ¿para qué es? Bueno. Ah. Eso es... Ah. Ahora se me dio en la plaza. O sea, ahí se reúnen los miembros de magos en la plaza. Vale, supongo que es por si alguien me viene con esto. Vale. Tras llegar... Uy. La señora. Vale, menos mal que esto no... Leer no cuesta.
I already told you. Selecting the person means you interrogate them and hear more of their story. It's the best way to find...
Sometimes.
Vale.
Sometimes using a tool will do the job better, or the phone, or it's a combination of things. I don't know, you can spend...
Interrogar.
You use the Wicked 3000 to make the big decision. Now you can choose to use the Wicked 3000 at any point during a
A la
turn.
cárcel.
But sometimes it's better to use up all 3 action points to find out everything you can, by any means necessary.
Sometime?
Yeah, and sometimes people are in a really big hurry, like I am right now, so...
No quiero. Emitir, echar. ¿No puedo ir para atrás? Bueno, señora, venga. Me ha dado un... Me ha dado un este.
Great job, Lil. Your mother would be so proud to see you now. Got my grandson's inheritance riding on a tip that the Stapleford Snughorns are gonna win it today.
Here's a tip, never lend Mrs. Abernathy money to bet with.
Let's hurry along to the game. We don't want to be...
My name is Shamish. No, wait, it's not. Oh, I better go.
Ahora es
More like
adulta.
I'm being forced to...
It's only for today, I swear. Come meet me in the tavern when the shift is over.
Good luck with your illegal gambling.
I don't need luck.
Believe me.
Okay, Lil, you...
Venga. Entiendo que ahora... Ah. Terminaste el tutorial. Buen trabajo. Perfecto. 4 estrellas. O 3 y una medalla. Mandato real. Vale, despacho, cosa... Vale, el gremio de tal... Creo que leí antes. Sí, 2 de 5, sí.
Charmed to make your acquaintance, young gateminder. I am Tyronius Athanatos, son of Brielle and Darunia Athanatos.
Vale.
I have been summoned to deliver the keynote speech at the Festival of Magical Freedom tonight, hosted by the Mages Guild.
¿Verdad? Bueno, esta
Will
noche.
you require anything further?
Esta noche. Esta tarde. Uy.
What's your speech about?
Oh, my dear child. It is obvious to me that you do not possess a magical bone in your body, and my speech, therefore, would...
I trust you know what you're talking about.
I am very glad you agree. You can hold your head high, knowing that you are aiding a greater...
Ash.
I'm so glad you called. Frankly, I was worried you guardsmen never followed the writ due to illiteracy. Admit the mage, and my people will escort him to the venue.
Vale. O sea, me la... Sí. O sea, literalmente me ha dicho la tía esta que le dé.
The House of Thanatos, and indeed the entire Mages Guild, thank you, young...
¿Me das algo? No. No consigo la chapita. Igual si no hubiera hablado con él... Me llamo... Hola.
Good afternoon. I am here to pick up my 2 kids from the no-good, stingy lowlife of a father, who happens to be my lying, cheating lowlife of an ex-husband, Orlando. His address is there on this incomprehensible, illegible letter my kid sent me. Believe me, I would love to have him get off his sorry butt and bring them to me for once.
¿Puedo ver la nota? ¿Sí?
It was his week with them. No, I'm sorry. It was his and his new girlfriend Callie's week with them. And you want to know what the kids say about her? They say she's fun. I'm sure the letter they wrote is all about her. Can't decode it to save my life, though. My kid's writing is so lousy.
Frank, me fío, pero...
Kelly probably isn't actually fun. She's probably just younger.
Exactly. She's actually closer to your age than she is mine. And now I've made myself sad.
No quería eso.
Kelly really hit it off with our children, Polyphemus and Orlando Jr. She's got a lot of energy and gives us special treats.
That's nice. But what district are you going to?
What district? I told you. The address is on that letter I showed you. It's the... You'd need a decoding spell or something to read the actual letter.
Vale. Pero quiero leer la carta, por eso entiendo que
Maybe
estudiar.
your kids aren't as crazy about Kelly as you think.
Do you really think I'd make something like this up? I have better things to do. At least I wish I...
No, pero...
I knew I never should have introduced them to each other. Kelly was is the key word. Can I go?
People come and go, but no matter what, you'll always...
You're right. I will be, no matter who that lowlife... Thank you for saying that.
Pero... Vamos a ver. Que yo lo que... Ah, está cerrado. Ah, pues no me quedan opciones, entiendo. Pero yo quería... Bueno, lo dejo pasar. Quería usar el decodificador, el anillo este que decía... No sé qué, raras escrituras.
Thanks. Don't worry, Polyphemus.
Good luck!
Ah, bueno. Vale. O sea, no me llevo la medallita, pero... Uy, está aquí. Pero... Vale.
What in the bloody blazing blasted hell is the hold-up? Why have we stopped?
Well, sir, the guard...
Silence! Speak when spoken to, or you'll get the whip, whelp!
Yes, sir.
Now, you, child, let me pass. I have important business to attend to.
BS?
Bank of the Sprawl.
Well, that's unfortunate. Whoa, that's a lot of cheddar.
No, ma'am. It is gold.
Silence! Yes, it is gold, but it is legitimate. Certainly not blood.
Well, I wasn't before you said. I think I'll have to take a sample of this
Eh?
for, you know, science.
Why, you greedy little urchin. I think I like you more than ever. Now, since you are finished rifling through my personal belongings, you
I wonder what the stamp on these gold bars means. Maybe it's decodable.
Oh.
I'd like to take a closer look at those gold. The symbols on these gold bars are definitely not issued by the Bank of the... This is blood gold, and definitely...
La guardia.
Blood gold. We've been on the lookout for mules bringing it into the sprawl for... Deny this man immediately. Well spotted.
Ja, ajá. Brincado. ¿Por qué la barra de la cárcel está...? Y me quedo el dinero. Bueno, a no ser que el guardia...
It's the goblin's fault, isn't it? Nasty, deceptive creep. What about this? Let me through the gate, but I shall leave the goblin tied up outside like...
But, sir, the gold!
Silence! All right, you rotten little girl, I'll go.
¿Eh? Leyenda.
Good afternoon. This is Dr. Marquess Beatrix von Matterhorn calling. Who may I ask?
This is Lil.
Nice to meet you, Lil. I need one of you gate guards to come down to the dig site as soon as you can.
Okay, and where exactly? She hung up.
¿Eh?
Why, hello there. I have come to the Sprawl to participate in capitalism.
¿Cómo que parte del
After
qué?
years on the road as a traveling merchant, I'm finally ready to put down roots. And what better place than the sprawling metropolis of the Sprawl? Huh, I just got that. Garby Bunches is the name.
Garby Bunches? Funny name. But that's gotta be made up.
Can't fault you for doing your due diligence. Here's my vendor's license issued by the Sprawl Board of Trade.
Creo que no entiendo nada. Vale, te devuelvo.
He's right. Everything is in order.
¿Eh? Vale. Eso va a ser lo último. Y aquí tengo esto.
I just can't wait to get in the mix and figure out what kind of merchant this place really. Since I was a boy selling lemonade, when life literally gave me lemons, I've dreamed of maximizing profits and keeping overhead low.
I've always said this place needs a nondescript vendor to shake things up a little.
See, you get it. Once I've set up shop selling, well, whatever I decide to sell, I'll be sure to give you a discount.
I look forward to buying.
Puede llamar al bufón.
Garby Bunches. Where have I heard that name before? Wait a minute. Ask him if he's descended from Garbanzo the Terrible.
Are you related to Garbon?
Yep, my great-great-great-great-grandpappy Garbanzo.
OMG, tell him I'm a huge fan. I've got so many questions. Like, why did he use an ice cream scoop? How did he dispose of all that mess?
This isn't helpful.
You're not helpful.
No veo para qué puede. O sea, querría usar eso.
I'm not planning to sell lemonade, but I could see a stall for, well, capes and monocles. Really tap into the opera and or how about powders and ointments? Who doesn't love a good ointment?
Okay.
There's nothing more exciting than the chance of unlimited.
You're really making me feel good about this, kid. When I start expanding, I'll let you in on the ground floor. You could be the first powder and ointment franchisee.
No sé. Vale, supongo.
Can you smell that?
The trash barge? Yeah, it comes through on the weekends. The smell only lingers.
Not the reek of filth and decay. That's the reek of opportunity.
Hello. Entiendo que lo de... Bueno, me parece bien. ¿Y dónde me los cristales? ¿Eh? Commander Queen. Aquí había otra. ¿Algo más? Ah, pensé que quería ver la guaya. Bueno, pues nada, habla con ella.
Oh my, were you left behind? The last group of school children departed hours ago. Feel free to wait in the lost and found box until someone comes to collect you.
No, you called me. I'm Lil. We spoke on the phone. I was...
Of course, Lil, yes. Yes. But no, this is highly irregular. But then again, you'll have to do, for the sake...
No.
¿Qué?
Trust me, you will.
Where exactly am I?
You're at the entrance to the greatest archaeological discovery of our lifetimes. I am Dr. Marquess Beatrix
Sí.
von Matterhorn.
Ya,
But
soy
you
mi
can
gente.
call me B.
Gotcha. And what's so great about this place?
Would you like the long or short version? It's a hole in the ground where we get power crystals.
That was short. Sweet.
Sí, me sirve.
I am the preeminent expert in the advanced properties of power crystals, and my research suggests we have barely scratched the...
Okay, but again, what does this have to do?
Lil, I have found how to harness the crystal's power to alter the very fabric of time. And what I need to know from you is, do you know anyone who would be willing to go on what some might call an adventure?
Oh, me! I want to...
Wonderful. But before you go off and start pushing buttons willy-nilly, let me explain how I came across this incredible new discovery, or more, exposition. You see, by transmuting the crystal's more raw and ethereal properties and tethering it to a gnomish astrolabe, they can...
Puedo darle al botón. Lo siento. Tiene que hacerlo.
Wait, what? Where am I?
Perder el control. ¿Qué?
Good afternoon. This is Dr. Marquess Beatrix von Nice to meet you, Lil.
What's going on? Don't you... She hung up.
Pero voy al final del día o...
Why, hello there.
Let me stop you there. Your name is Grabby Blanchers, right? You're a
Ah, I see my reputation precedes.
This is so weird. I swear I already dealt with this guy. I can either do the same thing as I did last...
I'm sorry.
That's what I'm trying to decide,
Regardless, here's my vendor license issued by the Sprawl.
He's right. Everything... I
Perfecto.
need to get this guy processed and get my butt back to the day...
Adentro.
I swear I've done this already. I remember pulling the...
Can you smell that?
I think then you said something.
You got it.
¿Pero ahora no me va a invitar?
I need to get back to the dig site.
Me dirá, pulsaste el botón, ¿verdad? Antes de que acabara la explicación. $1315 FPS. La hora es la misma. No parece que cambie nada aquí.
Oh my, were you left behind? The last group.
I need you to listen to me. Something very strange.
Oh, Lil from the phone call earlier, of course. Yes. But no, this is highly irregular.
I already told you no.
Oh, my name is Dr. Marquez.
You see.
Biological research at the Royalty School for Smart People. You said I can call you Trixie. We've been.
I'd
Bea.
prefer if you called.
And this is the site where power crystals were first discovered, and you. Then you baited me with promises of adventure and pretty much forced me to push the big shiny button on your silly little time machine, and now I'm pretty sure I'm just traveled back through time.
Wait, why am I asking you questions? For any of this to be possible, it would require the use of my newly crafted device.
You see.
Wait, where did it go?
Do you mean
My invention! How
you gave it to me? Well, not really, but you were gonna give it to me, I think.
And you were seduced by the glowing red button.
Can you blame me?
Yes, but it is a good button. I'm just proud of myself that your particles weren't immediately dispersed to the furthest reaches of that risk becomes much lower once I configure it to your individual life source, which I will do now. At any rate, I think the castle gate is a perfect place to test my prototype, and I need a willing gate guard. And allow me to track their progress to make sure only the right people are permitted entry to the sprawl. Do you have any questions?
Right people.
Individuals or groups that would improve the daily life of the inhabitants of the sprawl, rather than those who would see harm come to the community.
Isn't that subjective?
Yes, well, I suppose it is, but recently the kingdom has seen a rise in rebellious factions, envious neighboring nations, not to mention the resentful Mages Guild since the Power Crystal has replaced most household magical applications. One wrong choice could trigger a domino effect that could lead to the fall of the sprawl.
So to recap, you're giving me, a 12-year-old who worked exactly one day at the castle gate, the power to rewind time? Why not just use it yourself?
I have been testing the device myself for months. In fact, I used it to repeat a month's worth of the same day and learn to play the oboe. Can I show you? Oh, well, perhaps another time. My calculations suggest that no changes I could make from my post at the Royal Academy would have nearly the impact on the sprawl that you gate guards do. Academia, am I right? So I came to the conclusion that trying it out at the gate.
I think I get the idea, Dr. B. I'm ready to go out in the world and use this device properly, and definitely not to win the lottery or to repeatedly.
You'd want that?
With all that money, I could pay people to trip and fall over.
Regardless, you'll find you can't use it whenever or wherever you want. It is now calibrated, so it will only allow you to fold space and time when you are inside.
Ah, rats.
Furthermore, by default, the device will automatically allow you to travel back to the start of your guard shift, including your loadout. However, I've hacked it a bit so that you can jump back to a specific point in the turn. I have to leave now. There is more science to be done. I will summon you.
O sea, lo de repetir el turno es
You
puesto,
can do
vale.
this. Just try not to break space and time.
Intentaré.
I'm not kidding.
Maybe I should have mentioned I was only working the gate for one day. Oh well. It's getting pretty late. I should head
Lo
home.
dijo, ¿no? O sea, que... Se lo dije. Home. La taberna. Ah, vivo en la taberna. Imagino que Habitaciones. A dormir. No quiero dormir. Quiero hablar. ¿Me puedo entrar? Hola.
Your dad's over there.
Vale, no está tirado. Según cuenta la leyenda, no me quiero imaginar cómo son las otras botellas.
Hey, there she is, my hard-working, angel-faced sweetest of the sweetest daughter of mine.
You didn't win your gambling.
No, but it wasn't my fault. The other team was just too good. But I didn't lose all my money. We still have left what I didn't bet. So,
That'll be 15 gold for the ale.
and now we don't have any left. Hey, Lil, did you take any bribes or pickpocket anyone today?
Solo eran 10 la barra de oro. No lo dudo. Ah, lo pierdo.
I got this off an old mean type of guy. He had an assistant that he just kept walloping and walloping.
This is perfect! Arda, a round for everybody! I'll be right back after I call my guy.
Wait, you'll never believe what happened. Right at the end of my shift, I got this phone call, okay? Asking me to come.
Did you remember to lock up the shed?
What? Yes.
And turn off the light?
Yes, I did. Whatever.
You gotta make sure to turn off the light, Lil. They'll charge us for the overnight usage.
I remembered to turn off the light. Anyways, Dad, I met this professor at the dig site, and she had this time machine, and when I touched the time, then she gave me the time machine to use when I worked the guard shed for you. But it only works at the guard shed, so that was kind of a bummer. But it's super cool.
That's great, sweetie. I'm glad you liked covering for me today. But you don't have to make up stories just so you can work on...
Wait, no,
Daddy.
that's not what's happening.
Anytime you want to be just like Daddy and work down at the guard shed, all...
Dad, you're not fully comprehending what I'm trying to tell.
Hey, Arda, did you hear? Lil's making up cute stories, so she...
Oh, that's so sweet.
I have the power to manipulate time, and I demand to be taken.
Okay, I understand. I can see that you're serious. Seriously adore...
This isn't how I expected it to.
Speaking of that, I better call my guy and make a bet on the next game. It's getting late. You better get up...
Good night, Dad. Maybe someday you'll believe me.
I don't need...
Esa es tu opinión, definitivamente. Supongo que no sabe nada, ¿no? ¿Habla con la otra? No.
Whew, I'm pooped. That's enough adventure.
$1500 FPS. Perfecto. O sea, no tendría que haber bajado, pasa. Me tiene una deuda con la concejala. Ah. Emporio de las Maravillas.
Good morning. You're listening to the Morning Crawl, the number one morning. I'm your host, Dodger, joined as always by my co-host, the Ham,
No tomes de
who
Juan
I will
Falo.
remind you is a live
Pues era.
pig. Let's jump right in and get your morning started and muse over... It was just announced that the heir to the throne, Princess Desdemona, has come of age and will be taking a suitor. No, I don't think Desdemona wants a pig as a husband, the Ham. But then again, neither... With multiple suitors making their way into the city, expect backups and delays across all major routes this morning. Now let's get to the music. You're listening to the
I liked it better when it was Dodger and the Cluck, but I guess it was too hard to keep training that chicken.
Eh.
I think I should find my dad. Good thing I always sleep in my clothes and I'm ready.
Ah. Vale, está bien saberlo.
A note? Maybe he wants me to work a shift for him again. Or maybe he forgot to put on underwear and needs me to... Well, there's a 50-50 chance I'll get to use the chronometer.
Vaya.
And finally, the aforementioned grading pending review will be transferable to a more viable calculation. Which is, needless to say, a more economical contrivance for evaluation.
Many questions.
Hey, Dad, I got your note. What's going on?
I have no idea.
Due to the Bank of the Sprawl being burned to the ground as a result of your actions, any guardsman who does not receive an above 2-star rating at the end of any given shift will lose their job.
Vale.
But I need my job for gambling.
I'll pretend I didn't just hear that.
You and I both know my dad has a tendency to half-ass his way through life. Tell me why he needs to whole-ass it all of a sudden and strive for anything.
Why, I'm glad you asked. I've been authorized to award above-average job performance with...
You mean if we get more 4-star results, we'll make more money?
You're as quick as your father. Before I go, here are the allotted crystals to power your tools.
Vale.
And with that, I'm off to tell all the other gate guards about these new rules. Well, all of them except Randy.
Not Randy. That guy's...
Which is exactly what his poor judgment led to. Wish.
El objetivo es sacar 2 estrellas, mínimo. A final de la...
jeez. Randy was just 3 payments away from pay...
Sounds like you need to start doing your job.
More like you need to start doing my job better. Just like you...
No, that's not exactly what I meant. You don't just get to leave me here. Will you go bet on Goblin?
No Goblin Ball match today. I received a cryptic letter this morning saying they need me on palace duty, and they specifically referenced that you need to cover for me. Looks like you're not the only one who wants you to work the gate today.
Again, not what I meant.
It's not all bad news. I scored these off-brand discount crystals from my bookie Fredo as a gift for being his best client. But he mentioned that they might only work some of the time.
Ah.
Oh, Dad, you really need to talk to somebody about your...
I love you too, Lil. And with that, I'm off. Remember, 2 stars or better or we're out on our asses.
O sea, los cristales rosas funcionan siempre. Los otros puede ser que no.
No pressure.
That's my girl.
Mandato real. Vale, va a venir un pintor. Dos. Vale. Vale. Ah, tengo que asignarlos yo. Vale. Esto es el rayos X también. Esto quiero que funcione sí o sí. Supongo. No. Si me dan 5 cada día.
Hello,
Pintor.
ma'am. The name is Seamus McGoblin. I've been requested to do some work in the sprawl.
No
Just
sé.
have my supplies here with me, nothing else to declare.
You have paint with you.
No sé,
Are
soy.
you like an artist?
Me? An artist? No, ma'am. I have a real job. I'm a painter. I paint things like walls and doors. An artist? Oh,
You may laugh, but I'm sure that you're an artist at heart.
I'll have to tell Mrs. McGoblin that. She'll never believe she's been married to an artist all these years.
Dime más.
If I'm being honest, I'm not sure what I'm being asked to paint. A note was left at my shop late last night. You can have a look if you like.
¿Qué? O sea, Malcolm.
Mysterious letters are way more common these days. And I have a feeling I'm the little girl.
I didn't want to say, but you are indeed.
For my age, I'm not.
How old are you?
I'm 12.
You still seem.
En plan, tengo que llamar a Malcolm.
Well, it's about time he showed up. Send him to my office toot suite and I'll set him to work. No more doom and gloom down here in my office. Now it'll just be doom. What's that? Yes, I insist the horse get into the water. This is water polo after all.
Bueno. Ya podría salir mal. Ah, bueno, puedo darla atrás. Perfecto. Pero luego. ¿Qué te sale la
Many
pintura?
thanks. Say, before I go, do you...
I like blue, I guess.
Then I shall paint whatever it is I'm painting blue in your honor. Thank
Hostia,
you
la celda en
again.
azul. Ah, puedo repetirlo.
Hear ye, hear ye. I have come to announce to the princess a proposal of marriage from my lord and master, Prince Phineas Pomp, heir to the throne of Petrarch. Prince Phineas, son of King Phineas and Queen Buttermilk, who was daughter of King Fangil, son of Queen Amelia, daughter of King Rupert, son of Queen Talia, daughter of King Salvatore, son...
Thank you. Wow, okay, I think...
¿Decían algo? Dos mensajeros. ¿Ya por lo de la boda?
Prince Phineas himself will arrive in the sprawl after a ceremonial visit to the royal sulfur mines of Petrard. The prince will be christening the newest of our sulfuric refineries by smashing a bottle of Petrardian fizzy over the front door.
¿Qué?
Won't that make a huge mess?
Inevitably. But it is a tradition, a sticky danger. An alliance between the great kingdom of Petrard and the sprawl would benefit both sides mightily.
¿Por qué?
Imagine the petrol and gunpowder our sulfur mines produce, combined with the technological advancements that your power crystals provide, would create a union that would make our two kingdoms the...
I guess a wedding would bring our two kingdoms closer together.
Undoubtedly. Vows made in wedlock are never broken. Well, in royal weddings anyway.
Ah.
Damn you, Marjorie.
Is Marjorie your ex?
My ex-wife, yes. And now, in celebration of the beginning of this new chapter of prosperity between the kingdoms of Petrard and the sprawl, I shall... If music be the food of love, then you know what to do, and...
Bravo! Bravo!
Oh, thank you, kind child. You know, I could have been the first bugle in the Petrardian orchestra. Perhaps you know of a music director in the sprawl looking for a man with good
I'll keep a lookout for that.
Vale. 2. Tengo que dejar pasar 2 que vengan de esto.
Onward to announce the eventual arrival of Prince Phineas Pomp, heir to the throne of Petrard and future husband to Princess Desdemona. Incidentally, I believe there is a representative of the Marvarg Empire behind me, seeking to make a similar offer for the hand of the prince. If you refuse her entry, I will give you much gold tonight. I will meet you at the tavern.
Vale. Bueno, llevamos 3 estrellas por ahora. Unos 2.
Good afternoon, child. I would like to enter this bustling metropolis with the desire to purchase a hat. I have lost my previous hat and I require a replacement.
¿Qué? No dijeron nada de esto, ¿no? Los mensajeros, nada. No.
Why come all this way to buy a hat?
They do, yes. But they do not match the standards of my previous hat. I was known well as one who adorned a hat of the highest caliber. I cannot go back.
Maybe you haven't looked hard enough?
I promise, child, I have searched high and low for the perfect hat. This sprawl is... You cannot intimidate. For once you start wearing fantastic hats in public, you'll feel... You can... For once...
Éxito. Ahem.
That should be enough money to buy a new hat of equal, if not greater, magnificence than my previous hat. Ah, no! Now I am...
This old hat of yours must have been something.
Oh, it was. It was the most fantastic hat you had ever seen. That is how I acquired my name.
What does that mean?
Mr. Fantastic Hat.
Was your old hat really worth that nick?
I would have doubted it too, not having seen its magnificence up close.
Vale, entra sin el dinero.
I hope you find your hat, Miss.
Thank you, child. The next time you see me, you will say to yourself...
Pero
I
si
have no doubt in my mind.
me he quedado el dinero. Ok.
I come with a message for Princess Desdemona of the Sprawl, from Praetor Kargan of the Marvog Empire.
Vale, esta es la que no tengo que dejar pasar.
The Praetor bid me say directly to the princess, Egtag Maya Kora una Guahatag. Grant me access to deliver this message personally, and I shall recite the Praetor's words to the princess with Hail Praetor Kargan! Kapla!
¿Qué? Ah, tengo 5 usos. ¿Cómo puedo, no sé, vender eso mismo?
I killed 19 other mighty adversaries for the honor of delivering this message to your princess. I have brought you the head of the mightiest of these for you to inspect, as is our...
I don't know. Doesn't look that mighty. Besides, how do I know that you didn't...
Foolish child! You think the streets are littered with the decapitated heads?
I don't know what your streets are like.
Well, I can assure you they are not. The heads that litter the streets of Marvog are typically puny and weak, not mighty warrior heads like this. Now take the head.
Me- Quedan 2.
Now
Míralo.
listen up, Rook. The Marvog are a very dangerous foe, renowned for their skill in combat. They never travel unarmed, so she's probably packing tons of ceremony. I cannot stress this enough. Do not try to disarm her. It will be seen as a challenge. I lose too many guards this way. Just
No quiero.
The Praetor is attending the ballet tonight. Upon its completion, Praetor Kargan will make...
Oh, so the Praetor's coming here later tonight.
Not likely. In Marvog, the ballet can last days, weeks even. It continues until only one. Ballet is one of the finest blood sports in the Marvog Empire, and the bodies of fallen ballerinas are stacked high in the main square.
What a dumb custom. I mean, doesn't the giant pile of dead ballerinas stink up?
It is not dumb. It is a point of pride for the ballerinas to be added to the pile. And the stink is a constant reminder of the danger and... You see, the winner is put directly into the line of succession to rule. Praetor Kargan was one of the finest ballerinas, slaughtered dozens of other would-be ballerinas with a grace and beauty.
Mira, me ofrecieron oro.
You do not think me worthy to speak the Praetor's words to the princess? You shall be known as an enemy to the Marvog, and Praetor Kargan will learn that...
Igual no buena idea, eh.
Whoa there, Lucy. Hello and salutations to you, most honorable guardian of the free peoples of the Sprawl. I am the envoy of the gallant Sir Beverly, a knight of some minor renown, which is also me. I have received a very special invitation from Her Majesty Princess Desdemona. If there's
será
nothing
mal con
else,
eso.
I will be off to my happily ever after.
Vaya.
What's with the horse?
My noble steed, Lucy?
I don't know how to say this, but that horse is two people in a costume. Oh, turns out I...
We told you this wouldn't work. Can we get our $10 now?
Have you ever met Princess Desdemona?
Alack a day, I have not. 'Tis but a glimpse of her I have yet beheld, but and though it is true I have never known the caress of a lover, the thought of it fills my loins to bursting.
How do you know she wants you to come and marry her if she's never...
In that glimpse of her, I could see she was longing for true love.
Yeah, I don't think that's how Glim...
Please let me in. I must see her and let her know how I feel before it is.
No.
Couldn't you try writing to her?
I have tried many times, but I don't know both of these, my two great shames.
No. Por lo que sea, no.
I understand. You are being controlled by powerful forces and simply following order. You have not seen the last of Beverly, late night custodian of...
Shut up, Bev.
Y el último.
Hey kid, are you Lil? Show a bit of respect. If you see her, tell her I got a mysterious letter for her.
Mysterious, you say? Fine, you've...
I'm not authorized to know.
That is Does this mysterious letter have anything to do with the one my dad Hamish got?
Your dad is Hamish? What a good guy. Did you hear about Randy, though?
Only 3 payments away on that cat.
Yeah, it's a real shame. Anyways, just...
Bufón.
Wait a minute. What are you doing? I really gotta catch up to my part.
Venga.
You had me worried there.
Hasta luego. ¿Qué?
Nothing weird or creepy about...
No, Malcolm.
Where's that music coming from? What is happening?
Good afternoon, I've traveled from afar. A simple girl who wished upon a star. Inside this castle lies my fate. Perhaps I'll even get a date. To my old life I sing au revoir.
And you are? It's Lil, and you need a good reason to be let in, but so far I'm not optimistic. Do you have any idea or anything?
I assure you that my heart is true. Must this be a hole to do? Inside these walls, my destiny awaits.
It just feels like if you weren't singing, we could move the plot along fast.
Sí, porque podría pasarlo, ¿no? ¿El lugar qué? Ah, por el pintor.
I'm just so thrilled to finally be here. The people, the culture, the food, the hundreds of dark alleyways that could just swallow a person up. I have to say, I'm losing patience, Lil. At first you seemed so innocent, but still, I have a hunger driving me. The people everywhere will see my dark destiny I will fulfill.
Yeah.
Well, that took a dark turn.
Oh, claro, tiene que funcionar. Pero, no, vale.
I lie awake at night worried that my parents are right. I should have become a lawyer or a doctor, and I'll never make it in theater. Also, I've got a rap sheet as long as my arm, and I'm wanted in 7 counties. So there's that.
Why, that was so strange. I seem to have blacked out. Okay, Lil. Now that we're real bosom friends, I guess.
Hola,
I can
Rey,
open
chao.
up to you.
Por la Rey. Bueno, mira, me pillas aquí como una
Can you just tell me and not sing it?
asesina. Intuyo.
Nope.
Ah.
I guess that it's all so true. Why I ventured here to you is that
Pues es un... eres esta niña y tienes que decidir quién entra al castillo. Y tengo un reloj para viajar en el tiempo.
claim that I likely bear the blame for forging checks and larceny, for smuggling drugs and piracy, for setting many fires and causing
Y esta no va a pasar.
grief, so much grief.
¿Acabo?
Oh my god! Just because you're singing it doesn't make.
Sí, acabo. Admite. Te ruego.
I see now that you aren't my friend. My time here is about to end.
Hasta para ahí se canta.
Haven't seen the last of me.
Sí que está el 7 de B.
You're the worst.
Sabes que los emotes hay que ponerlos, ¿no? ¿Qué herramientas habrían sido? La cosa es que ya usé otras. Porque no estará puesto el White Dude. 7 TV. Emotes. Uy, buscar. Vale, ya lo tienes puesto. ¿Cómo que lock? ¿Qué ok? Ok. Ah, el... Toma. Bueno, y me dan dinero por trabajar. Soy una niña de 12 años. Si consigo menos de 2 estrellas, me despiden. Técnicamente yo tengo fijo, pero no es que sea muy bueno. Pero bueno. Calabozo 7. Ah. Me pica ya el tatu. Pues pintó la celda de azul, como dijo. Room 4.
Is this the right place?
¿Estás segura que es la 4?
It is. I mean, enter if you dare.
Como en todos lados. Por desgracia. ¿Qué quieren estos tres?
Oh, you dared. Hello. Welcome to my lair of chaos.
It looks like a bedroom.
It is his damn bedroom.
It can be two things.
So, this is the little guardsman we've been talking about. Wait, you are, right?
Sí soy.
I can't imagine why I wouldn't be.
Good news, little girl. You're going to be working the gate for the foreseeable future.
What? That's not good news. Why me? I hardly have a grasp on what I'm doing, and I'm barely tall enough to see.
I see. Then you're free to...
Keep it together, Mal. Listen, little girl. We have eyes and ears all over the city, but the gates have all...
The point is, the safety and security of the sprawl must be preserved and protected, and you might be positioned to help maintain the balance.
You want me to do favors for you. Use my position at the gate to let in the people that you want in.
You're at the station.
What if I refuse? You can't make me do anything I don't want.
Damn it, you've got us there. But how about we leave it up to chance? Guess which hand is holding the colored ball, and we'll forget about the whole thing. But if you guess it correctly, you agree to do our bidding no matter how nefarious or unreasonable. Sound like a deal?
Do I even have a...
Yes. You choose which...
Not the brightest one, is she?
¿Qué?
His right hand. Pick his right hand, you can't go wrong when you pick right.
Malcolm is left-handed, I think, so I'd pick his left hand.
Ah, I'm sorry. That was the wrong choice.
But you said it would be in your hand.
And what is the foot if not the hand of the leg? You lost fair and square.
But...
Oh, and don't worry about your father. We're each quite capable at finding ways to keep him busy, making sure you...
But...
That concludes this briefing. We suggest you go back home, rest, and wake up tomorrow prepared to go to...
It's called be...
Keep an eye out for our directives in your daily guardsman writ. I trust you won't disappoint us.
Goodbye.
Claro, como tienen ya un guardia que sabe leer.
Why did you turn off the light? She obviously knows we're still here.
She wouldn't have known that if you didn't start talking.
I should have brought another drink.
Ok. A casa. Únicamente me van a pagar por dejar no entrar a la otra. O sea, no dejar entrar.
Boy.
Make that two, Arda. Hey, wait a minute. You're too young to be drinking.
Can it at least be cold?
That depends.
Did better than a 2-star rating, I can tell you that. How was...
The bidding of the 3 royal advisors.
Do you think it's normal that the big names and faces of this city are using us for their own personal and political gain?
After today, I don't know what's normal anymore.
Toca buscar el señor del sombrero.
This hat, it is not as fantastic as...
Hey, we have extra of the daily special today. Eggs and oil and lemon. Do you and your dad want to take it?
No, we're not gonna take...
Aquí hay un señor que me debe dinero. Tú.
Aha! There she... I trust you refused entry to the envoy from the mob. If you did, I have the...
Yep, I sure did. Kick their ass back.
Incredible bravery in the face of a brute.
Oh, you know, all in a day's work. What kind of gold?
I have here 20 pieces of gold. They are yours, and with many thanks from Prince Phineas Pomp, heir to the throne of Petrard, son of King Phineas and...
Just the gold, thank you.
Oh, yes, here you are.
Perfecto. 20 más de oro.
That Malcolm is a madman, but at least he pays well. And with you working the guard shed, I'm...
A dormir.
I'm not ready for...
There's someone waiting for you in the back alley. Garcy Blinker. Anyways, it's just through that door over there.
Ah. Oye. Pero... ¿Cómo vendo?
Lil,
Le doy a
you
este las
came.
cosas, ¿no? ¿Hay cristales?
Welcome to Garby Bunches and Boreum of... I was actually inspired by watching you alternately help and hinder folks at the gate yesterday. And I thought, Garby, there must be an industry of enterprise. So I met a mage who's got a magic crystal hookup. And now I'm selling guardsman tool power-ups. If you've got the cash, I can sell you extra power crystals. Both the good kind and the cheap roll the dice and see what happens. It's pricey, but the more crystals you can load into those bad boys, the better. Finally, if you need cash, you can sell me anything you might have taken.
Perfecto. Toma. ¿Y si no gasto la cabeza esta? ¿Me compro un cristal? Imagino que esto lo pongo plan, para poder usarlo más veces. Entiendo. ¿Ya? ¿O es solo para...?
Feast your eyes.
Ah, es solo para comprar. Pues nada, para adentro ya. Bueno, pues ya sabemos dónde vender.
I think I've done everything I need to do, but are you sure you're ready to hit? Quiet, you.
Igual podía hablar con alguien, no sé. ¿Qué hora es? Las 6:30, pues casi que lo voy a dejar ahora ya. No quiero trabajar. Pereza. Perfecto. La lanza, es que de verdad. No. Vale, a eso tengo que retroceder. Uy. Ah, no puedo retroceder.
It's news in the morning with me, your news anchor, Manuel Mentiroso. Breaking news. The chosen suitors for our
Bueno,
beloved and
espérate.
newly available Princess Desdemona will be arriving today in the sprawl. Be
Ay.
on the lookout for royal carriages, entourages, and attitudes. Breaking
Ojo.
news.
Juegazo,
Duchess of Scarborough's prized pet
Yo
cat, Sprinkles, has
técnicamente aún lo tengo
passed away
pendiente
at
de
the age
jugar.
of 43.
Que creo que lo tengo 30 y algo de horas o 20 y pico, algo así. Estoy en las turno.
Coalition shared their condolences, then immediately scampered around without reserve.
Lo tienes ahí para horas y horas.
Breaking news. The Sprawl will be host to a Goblin Ball match today between our
No,
Sprawl
hey,
Brawlers
Goblin Ball.
and the opposing Caladar Lightning at the Goblin Ball Arena.
Bueno, cuando acaba de hablar.
Breaking news. That was my last piece of breaking news. Keep tuning in for all your Sprawl...
Eso tiene pinta de ser mucho mejor. Yo se lo dije a un amigo de jugar también, pero no le llama. Pero bueno. Ay, bueno, ay, joder tú. Me voy, que tengo que ir a trabajar otra vez. Mañana más. Vale, bueno, supongo que ya mañana continúo con el Zelda. Hay que acabarlo. Estará pues probando jueguitos, que lo compré en las rebajas de Steam. Echar un ojo a las rebajas. Complicado va a estar. Pero yo ya tengo mi dragón por ahí. Este juego, pues mira, te lo digo ahora. Ahora en Steam está 16. Lo compré en instante igual. Uy. Vale. No, lo compré en Steam, pues a 16. Bueno, hasta mañana. Chau, chau.